Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Unity Church. We are a loving spiritual community that demonstrates compassion, inspires service, and embraces meaningful relationships. We envision a world profoundly transformed by spiritually aware individuals who demonstrate the planet. We are pleased to welcome both those in our sanctuary this morning and those who are joining us via our live stream. For those in the sanctuary, please silence your cell phones to prevent any notifications being picked up by our live stream microphone. We will now greet one another here and at home. Thank you. And to our visitors today, here or online, we appreciate you joining us and welcome you into our Unity family. Today's special music provided by Deb Elijah, our guest pianist, Beverly Vance, and our Unity Ensemble. Our message today is entitled, Make Mine a Combo, Please, by Janie Davis, licensed Unity teacher candidate, who will now lead us into our opening prayer. Let's stand and join in affirming our statement of being. Our daily word is radiance. The divine and the peace and strength I derive from my faith. I am a spiritual being, fully human and fully divine. The light of God shines from within me. My confidence grows as I embrace my divine nature. As I live and love more fully and authentically, the joy within me multiplies and I simply become radiant. The world can feel dark and dull. It needs all the light and sparkle it can get. As greater numbers of people discover the power of God within them and express their fullness of their true spiritual selves, the world will glow with our collective radiance. You would do well to be attentive to this as to a lamp shining in a dark place until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts. That's from 2 Peter 1:19. And now, Deb will play us into our time of meditation.
As we begin our time of meditation, I invite you to get comfortable, to feel the support of your chair,
Good morning, everyone. This is so wonderful to be a part of all of this, the talent that's here present with us. And I do not mean this in a smart aleck way, but there are a crazy amount of dots on those pages they were just reading. That's mind. Okay, so y'all ready to manifest some things? Make some stuff happen. The name of today's message is Make Mine a Combo, Please. As a student of truth, I have been fascinated by the 12 powers, which we have hanging on the different banners around our room. And I'm finding the more that I study, there are a few different names for the 12 powers that are being used. Other alternative names that I found just on our Unity website, unity.org, are the 12 spiritual powers, the 12 creative powers, the 12 spiritual capacities, the 12 spiritual tools, and the 12 powers of the soul, just to name a few of them. The most common is the 12 powers of man, which became from the book of the same title, written by Charles Fillmore back in the 1930s. But I want to take a quick sidestep and point out that the 12 powers did not start with Charles Fillmore. According to Michael A. Madej in his editor's note in The 12 Powers by Charles and Cora Fillmore, early writings on the 12 powers go back to the work of New Thought pioneers Emma Curtis Hopkins and Annie Ricks Milts in the late 19th century. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, Unity's co-founders, were part of a group of metaphysicians who experimented with and discussed these ideas. Now, Emma Curtis Hopkins, who is known as New Thought as the teacher of teachers, who, according to the introduction in her book, High Metaphysics, had over 50,000 students, including Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, Emily Cady, Nona Brooks, and Ernest Holmes. She studied and taught from numerous ancient texts from religion faith systems all around the planet. So these powers are not new. They just are. And they are ours to use how and whenever we want. We know that since we are created in the image and likeness of God, all that is also within us. These powers or attributes are part of us to use and cultivate to co-create our reality with God and others. Today, I want to share with you what Charles Fillmore saw when he metaphysically interpreted the creation story found in the first chapter of Genesis. The main reference materials I used today is Chapter 9, The Laws of Manifestation, of Unity Metaphysics 2 booklet, which is also known as the Blue Book. Here, Charles Fillmore's writings were used to outline the seven steps to creation by combining different powers. Over on the right, we see the power of order, which is the ability to organize, balance, and sequence divine ideas, truths, and spiritual laws. It is knowing that there is a divine order to the universe and everything in it. So here we begin. We get quiet and connect with Source. We align our mind and our ideas with divine mind and divine ideas. We start co-creating with God in a systematic, orderly way, with each step building upon and combining with the ones that we've already used. So let's take a look at the story of creation. On day 1, let there be light. The first step in co-creating is saying, let there be light. This affirming illumination and understanding. The power of understanding is an intuitive knowing that God is the source of all things that manifest through different channels. Our dependence is on the use of the intelligent or enlightened awareness of spiritual laws, not on material things. We must remember to keep God first and let love be our motivating guide. Inspiration and ideas come when we shine light on things and we begin to see them rightly. On the second day, let there be a dome in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from water. The second step in creating is creating a dome or a filament separating in our mind what appears real or relative from what is really real. As we continuously affirm truth, steadfastly saying yes in our hearts and mind, we use the power of faith to start seeing the possibilities of what we can manifest or create. According to the revealing word, faith is a magnetic power that draws unto us our heart's desires from the invisible spiritual substance. Faith is a deep inner knowing that that which is sought is already ours for the taking. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. It's from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. On day 3, let the waters under the sky be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. The third step in creation is where we start separating the land from the water. We allow things to grow and blossom. Using the power of imagination, we visualize what we desire and want in our lives. It is the ability to release limiting ideas and co-create something greater. We are brainstorming and growing unlimited possibilities. According to the revealing word, it is through this faculty the formless takes form. As the images in our mind and heart grow, the circumstances in our lives change and become more fertile and ready for manifestation to grow. On the fourth day, let there be lights in the dome of the sky, and let them give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and rule over the night, and to separate light from darkness. The fourth step in creation is the deeper development of the powers of understanding and will into a symbiotic relationship. As mentioned earlier, the power of understanding is illuminating. It guides us from the intellect into the intuitive aspect of our nature. In this step, it is the light that rules the day, the realm of consciousness which has been illuminated by Spirit. The power of will is where we choose to set aside our egos and allow God, our divine understanding, to guide us in creating our desire. We are willing to join our mind with the divine. The moon, or the light over the night, is not a light source of its own. Rather, it is a reflection of the sun. In the same way, the power of will is a reflection of the level of understanding we have gained. In other words, when we develop our spiritual understanding, we become willing to take the action as we are guided. The fifth day, let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth across the dome of the sky. In the fifth step in the creation is using the power of judgment or power to discern and separate all of the ideas that have come to us. We sort them into different areas, just like the fish and the birds. We can see them with the light of understanding and make wise decisions about which ideas are best to express for our higher good. We are now able to discern what is ours to do and make it our area of focus and intent. On the sixth day, let us create humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over all things. He created them male and female and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it." The sixth step in creating is the law of mind action, where thoughts and mind repeat after their kind. We have dominion over our thoughts. We have already determined what we want to multiply and create by focusing our thoughts. Now we combine the powers of wisdom and love. The whole person is both intellect and intuition, and by joining thinking and feeling, we become whole in our spiritual nature. We must become united in our own consciousness in order to manifest these desires. The power of wisdom gives us the ability to know how to use these ideas that we have discerned. The power of love is the harmonizing power. It pulls us out of ego and into Christ consciousness, desiring the greatest good of all. As we become balanced within our own consciousness, we experience a greater wholeness and contentedness within. We want to be lovingly wise in our thoughts, because what we focus on, we will create. Day 7. God finished the work he had done and rested from all the work he had done in his creation. The seventh step is creating is the Sabbath. This is the time to rest. We have created in consciousness what we desire and want to manifest. We have co-created a higher good by working with spiritual laws and all God has given us. The work is complete, and we rest assured knowing the fruit of our work will appear. We let go and let God. We celebrate and affirm that the manifestation has taken root and is already happening. Remember that manifestation happens in divine order and timing. It cannot be rushed from ego. It has to be invited from consciousness. Even though it is not listed as the 7 steps of creation, if anywhere along the way we should start to doubt or worry, we can always use the power of strength to help us stand firm and stay the course. I find this metaphysical interpretation and insight by Charles Fillmore fascinating. It is very straightforward, clear, and easy to use. I've made copies of the 7 Steps to Creation handout from Unity Metaphysics 1 course, Core Course 110. It has a chart summarizing what I just shared with you, as well as guiding questions on the next 2 pages to use when you are ready to co-create and manifest your greater good. I invite you to try it, even on something small. Take these individual powers and nurture them. Allow your awareness of them to increase and bring you more fully into your Christness. Mix and balance them together to manifest your greater good and the greatest good of all. This is what I want in my life. I want to manifest my greatest good with love for all and harm to none for the greatest good of all. So I say, make mine a combo, please, and go ahead and supersize it for me.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. Thank you, JD Davis, for your message this morning. And also thank you to our music team, Deb Elijah, Beverly Vance, and our Unity Ensemble for the addition to your beautiful music. Thanks as well goes to those who make our time together possible. That includes our AV team, our ushers, our greeters, and those helping the children in the Isabel House. We thank you all for making this time possible for us. Now is the time for the giving and receiving of our tithes and offerings. At the conclusion of our service, you will find offering boxes to receive your contributions both at the doors as you exit and the exit sanctuary and on the table in the lobby, where you will also find electronic options for giving.
We know that divine love truly does bless all that we are, all that we have, and all that we receive. And the more that we share these gifts, the more that comes back to us. And it is just an upward spiral to greater good for all. We also know that there are many people who have asked us for their prayers and help from many different areas of need. We know that the solutions are already present within them. We know that they are already taking place through divine order. We know that the answers will show up at the right place, at the right time, in the right way. And until that does surface for them, we hold them up in prayer and affirm that it is already in the works and taking place. We are truly grateful to be able to see the truth and know the truth and co-create our realities around us for the greatest good of all. And we say thank you, amen.
All right, time for some announcements. If you're curious why some people are wearing colorful stoles, they are in a prayer for protection. At the conclusion of prayer protection, we will exit the sanctuary. To one and all, thank you for joining us today. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to seeing you again next Sunday.